a talented musician with a deep love for the supernatural, stumbled upon a small antique shop nestled in a forgotten corner of the city. Intrigued by the peculiar aura that surrounded the place, she stepped inside, her eyes immediately drawn to a dusty, ornate music box tucked away on a shelf. The shopkeeper, a wizened old man with an unsettling smile, revealed that the music box had a dark history. It was said to be cursed, a creation from a long-forgotten era, imbued with an otherworldly power. Intrigued yet cautious, Melanie couldn't resist the allure of such a mysterious artifact and decided to acquire it. That night, alone in her studio, Melanie gazed at the music box resting on her table. Its intricate carvings and ethereal presence held a magnetic pull. She hesitated for a moment, then carefully wound the delicate key and watched as the lid opened, revealing the delicate, golden cylinder within. As Melanie released the cylinder, a haunting melody filled the room. Its ethereal notes sent shivers down her spine, evoking a mixture of fascination and unease. Mesmerized by the tune, she picked up her violin and began to play along, entwining her melodies with the music box's eerie composition. From that moment, Melanie's life took a sinister turn. Strange occurrences and misfortunes began to plague her existence. Her once flourishing career hit a sudden plateau, her compositions turning dissonant and hollow. Her fingers stumbled on the keys of her piano, as if guided by an invisible hand. In the dead of night, she would wake to find the music box playing on its own, the haunting melody echoing through her home. Shadows danced on the walls, whispering secrets that sent chills down her spine. Objects shifted and shattered inexplicably, as if propelled by an unseen force. Fear consumed Melanie, her once joyous passion for music tainted by the dark presence that had infiltrated her life. Desperate for answers, she sought solace in research, scouring ancient texts and speaking with experts on occult artifacts. She discovered that the music box was known as the Devil's Melody, its tune said to be a gateway to the supernatural realm. Melanie's determination to break free from the curse led her down a treacherous path. She sought out the guidance of a renowned occultist, Adrian Blackwood, known for his expertise in dealing with dark forces. Adrian, intrigued by Melanie's tale, agreed to help her. Together, they delved deeper into the origins of the music box, uncovering a long-lost legend surrounding its creation. It was said that the box had been crafted by a tormented musician who had made a pact with a malevolent entity, a pact that granted him unparalleled musical talent but cursed his life with misfortune and tragedy. To sever the bond between Melanie and the music box, Adrian devised a dangerous ritual. They would venture to a forgotten crossroads at the stroke of midnight, or Melanie would confront the entity and offer her own music as a sacrifice in exchange for her freedom. Under the moonlit sky, at the crossroads cloaked in darkness, Melanie stood with her violin clutched tightly in her trembling hands. The music box rested beside her, its melody echoing softly in the night air. Adrian guided her through the ritual, preparing her for the confrontation that would determine her fate. As the clock struck midnight, the entity materialized before them, a dark figure shrouded in mist and malevolence. Its eyes gleamed with an unholy light as it listened to Melanie's trembling notes, judging the worthiness of her sacrifice. With each stroke of her bow, Melanie poured her heart and soul into her music, her melodies intertwining with the cursed tune of the music box. The entity's grip tightened, sensing the depths of her devotion and the purity of her intention. As the final notes of Melanie's music filled the air, a surge of energy crackled through the crossroads. The entity's malevolent presence wavered, weakened by the power of her sacrifice. In that moment, Melanie made her demand for freedom from the curse and the liberation of the music box's dark hold. The entity, confronted by Melanie's unwavering spirit and selflessness, yielded to her plea. The curse was broken, and the music box fell silent, its presence diminished. Melanie stood victorious, her music no longer tainted by the darkness that had plagued her. In the aftermath of her harrowing journey, Melanie emerged transformed. Her compositions regained their brilliance, resonating with a newfound depth and purity. The misfortunes that had plagued her life faded into memory, replaced by a sense of renewal and redemption. She returned to the stage, her performances capturing the hearts of audiences once again. But she carried with her a profound understanding of the price one could pay for greatness and the resilience of the human spirit. And as Melanie continued to create her music, she remained vigilant, knowing that even the most beautiful melodies could carry hidden dangers. The memory of the devil's music box would forever remind her of the power of darkness, the strength of sacrifice, and the triumph of the human soul. Though Melanie had escaped the clutches of the cursed music box, remnants of its dark presence lingered in her life. She became increasingly aware of a shadowy figure that seemed to follow her, lurking at the edges of her vision. Its presence filled her with a sense of dread, a constant reminder of the pact she had made and the malevolence she had encountered. In the dimly lit seance room, Melanie and Ava embarked on a journey to communicate with the spirit realm. Together, they invoked the presence of the shadowy entity, seeking answers to the questions that plagued Melanie's mind. As the room filled with an eerie silence, the shadowy figure materialized before them. The spirit lamented its own tragic fate and apologized to Melanie for the misfortunes it had brought upon her. It explained that the entity had bound itself to the music box and used it as a conduit to feed on the creativity and life force of those who played its haunting melody. The musician's spirit revealed that the only way to fully sever the connection was to destroy the music box itself, releasing the entity trapped within. The shadowy figure pledged to aid Melanie in her quest for liberation, desperate to find redemption for its own past transgressions. The shadowy figure pledged to aid Melanie in her quest for liberation, desperate to find redemption for its own past transgressions. Armed with the knowledge gained from the spirit of the cursed musician, Melanie embarked on a dangerous journey to rid herself of the lingering shadow once and for all. Together with Ava and a select group of trusted friends, she traveled to a remote location, an ancient burial ground rumored to possess the power to cleanse dark spirits. In the heart of the burial ground, a sacred fire was lit. Melanie stood before it, the music box cradled in her hands. With a heavy heart, she made the decision to sacrifice the artifact that had brought both sorrow and enlightenment to her life. As the music box was consumed by the flames, a surge of energy radiated through the surroundings. The shadowy figure convulsed in agony, its form dissipating as the malevolent entity within the music box was released. With one final cry, the entity vanished into the ether, its power extinguished. The lingering shadow that had haunted Melanie dissolved, leaving her free from its oppressive presence. In the aftermath of the sacrifice, a sense of peace settled over Melanie's life. The haunting melodies of the music box were replaced by her own compositions, enriched with newfound depth and clarity. She embraced her role as a guardian of the supernatural, using her experiences to create music that resonated with the beauty and fragility of the human spirit. Melanie and Ava continued their collaboration, combining their talents to help others who found themselves entangled in the web of the supernatural. They traveled the world, aiding those haunted by curses, apparitions, and dark forces, offering guidance and solace to those in need. Together, they formed a bond that transcended the boundaries of the physical world, united by their shared experiences and a deep understanding of the supernatural realm. Their work became renowned, and they were sought after by individuals desperate to break free from the clutches of the supernatural. And as Melanie continued her musical journey, she carried within her the echoes of the devil's music box, a reminder of the dangers that lay hidden within the pursuit of greatness. She remained vigilant, ever watchful for signs of darkness, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. In the end, Melanie found solace in the knowledge that her music, once tainted by the cursed melody, had become a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Her compositions served as a beacon of light, offering hope and healing to those who had experienced the darkness firsthand. And so, the story of the devil's music box became a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most enchanting melodies can carry a hidden cost. Yet, through courage, sacrifice, and the power of redemption, one can find harmony amidst the discord, and turn even the darkest of melodies into a song of triumph. Melanie, a talented musician with a deep love for the supernatural, stumbled upon a small antique shop nestled in a forgotten corner of the city. Intrigued by the peculiar aura that surrounded the place, she stepped inside, her eyes immediately